Okay, so this video is going to show you how to get your photos and pictures along with their titles out of iPhoto, and we're going to use your MacBook to do this and get them onto your external drive in an organized folder and subfolder structure so that you'll be independent of iPhoto. Then later on, of course, we'll take a look at how to import them into Lightroom, and that's actually relatively easy, and the lynda.com videos show you how to do that pretty good anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Toshiba external drive, so of course you need to have that plugged into your MacBook. And once we launch that, this is the copy right here, this iPhoto Library Good 2015-10-15. This is the copy, the backup copy of your iPhoto library that we made before we upgraded your iMac upstairs. Before we upgraded OS 10 on it, I made a backup copy just in case. So what we want to do is just double click this one, and this is going to launch it in the older version of iPhoto, which is still installed on this MacBook. And it may take it a few minutes to load, but once it's loaded, you can see that you have several albums and then of course sub-albums below that. Alright, and so our goal is to get these out of here along with these titles that you've given them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to choose one that doesn't have very many photos in it, just so for the sake of time. Alright, but you would typically probably want to start at the very top one and just kind of work your way down as you're doing this. But again, I'm just going to jump down and I'm going to choose this Blue Flowers 2 folder because there's only about 28 in there and that won't take very long to export. So what you want to do is you want to click on the particular album. So let's go ahead and click File. We're going to go to Export. We're going to make sure that the kind is set to original, and that way whether you shot it in JPEG or RAW, you're getting the full resolution, non-compressed, full quality photo. So you always want to make sure the kind is set to original, and we want to make sure that file name in your case is set to use title, not the file name assigned by the camera. You want to make sure that it's set to use title. We need to hit export. We're going to export to the Toshiba. Let's put them inside this photos folder, and here's the key. We want to hit new folder, and we're going to type in the name of the album from iPhoto. So in this case it's going to be Blue Flowers 2, and I don't recommend any spaces or any punctuation except a dash or an underscore only. It'll just, remembering those rules will cause you to have less potential problems in the future. So we're going to type in Blue Flowers, and I'm going to put -2. We hit create, and we hit OK. We give it a few minutes to do the export, and you're done. Now, just to show you what's going on, let's take a look on the Toshiba drive. Alright, so if we take a look on the Toshiba drive and we go into this photos folder, looky there. Now, of course, that's the Spanish Bay that we did earlier in testing, but there's the Blue Flowers -2, and here are all the JPEGs as well as, if there are RAWs, any RAW files in there, and they're named with the same names that you gave them in iPhoto. So if you notice, all of these are corresponding to the titles you gave them. Now, I realize some of these have commas in them. We discussed that. Leave these alone because it'd be too much work for you to try to fix that for now. Just remember those punctuation rules in the beginning. So now that we verified that they're there, of course, you would just go on to the next folder, for instance, White Flowers. Again, go to File, go to Export, check the kind, check the file name, hit Export, go to Toshiba, go into Photos, new folder, name it White Flowers, hit Export, and away you go. If you have any questions, let me know.